going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonathan. If you're brand new here, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be coming out with videos Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays every single week about digital marketing, social media marketing, and all of the good stuff that you guys want to learn about. So today I want to go ahead and talk about how to fix your e-commerce ads and why your e-commerce ads are not working. Okay, I got this question asked, and I want to go ahead and make a video addressing this. So there's a lot of reason why a Facebook ad could not work. Okay, it could be the product, it could be the offer, it could be the creative, the ad copy. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the three main core things that you need to have in any single ad for it to actually sell a product. So number one is the product itself. If the product isn't good, if nobody wants the product, no, you're not going to sell it. Like, no matter how good your creative is, no matter how good your ad copy is, no matter how good your landing page is, if nobody wants that product, you're never going to be able to sell it, okay? Like, it's just not going to work. Maybe your mom or your friends are going to buy the product, but if nobody else wants the product, if nobody has a passion for that product or has an urgency for that product, nobody's going to buy it, and it's just simple as that. Especially during the whole COVID-19, nobody wants to buy unnecessary things. So if your product is not good, if it doesn't sell itself, nobody's going to buy it. So we want to make sure that you have a good product that's pretty much sell itself, and it just makes everything else so much easier. Number two is the creative. All right, so we want to make sure that your ad has the right creative, it has the right images, it has the right pictures, the right videos, the right copy. I'm going to add copy to this, right? Creative and copy. You want to make sure it has those things, because it doesn't matter how good your product is. If your product looks like crap, nobody's going to buy it as well. They're going to be like, okay, why would I buy that? That looks terrible. If your product doesn't look good in your ad, nobody's going to want to buy it. Nobody's going to stop and read the ad copy. So we want to make sure that the creative is a hook, right? We want to make sure that this creative right here is hooking them, right? This creative is a hook, and we want to make sure it hooks them to read the copy, right? So the whole point of the picture of the creative is a hook, right? They're scrolling down, they're seeing all of these pictures, and then they see your ad. We want to make sure that ad that they're looking at makes them stop to read the first sentence of your ad. Now, when they read the first sentence of your ad, we want to make sure that the first sentence is so compelling that gets them to read the rest of the ad copy, because in the rest of the ad copy is where you're going to give them the offer and you're actually going to sell them on the product. Right, that's where you're going to build the urgency, why they should take action now, and all this good stuff that you need to have in an advertisement. Now, let's say you have the perfect product and you have the perfect creative and the perfect copy, and your product is still not selling. It is most likely because you're selling it to the wrong audience. Right? So you're selling it to the wrong audience. This is one of the biggest mistakes, right? A lot of people have an amazing product and then they say, okay, I need to have the best pictures and the best videos and the best ad copy, but they show it to everybody. Guys, you want to make sure that your product, you're showing it to the right audience. It doesn't matter if you're selling a dog leash. Why would you show it to a cat lover? It makes no sense. They're never ever going to buy it. So you want to make sure that you're selling your product to the right audience. You're selling it to the person that's actually going to buy it. And how do you do that? I'm going to give you guys the biggest tip when it comes to targeting possible. Use the snipe method. Let me erase this. Guys, use the snipe method. It's going to work every single time. What is the snipe method? It's pretty much when you go ahead and show an advertisement to someone who knows about a product but nobody else does. So for example, let's use basketball, right? If you're going to use basketball as an example, you're selling a basketball product to basketball players, you want to make sure that you're only showing the audience to only basketball players. But what people are going to do, and they're going to make this mistake, they're going to go ahead and tag Michael Jordan or LeBron James, right? Guys, everybody, even people who don't play basketball, know who those players are. So you want to make sure you pick a basketball player that not a lot of people know. For example, you can use Kevin Love, right? Not a lot of people know who Kevin Love is. He's a basketball player that played for the Cavs. I'm not a big basketball fan, so I'm not sure if he's still there or not. But guys, a lot of the people who know Michael Jordan, the people who know LeBron James, are not necessarily going to play basketball. They just know them because they're big influence in sports, just in general. So you want to make sure you pick a basketball player who is not too common, who is not too known, because like that you will identify who the real basketball players are, and you're going to show the right product with the right creative and the right copy to the right audience. And when the right offer meets the right audience at the right time, that's when you go ahead and make a sale. So you want to make sure you know that the right audience, the right offer has to meet the right audience at the right time. That's when you know your audience and your offer and your product is going to win just in general, because you have the right product, you have the right creative and the right copy, and you have the right audience. Use this SNIPE method. It works every single time. For example, I'm going to give you another example. Let's say you sell, let's say you sell to soccer players, right? Don't target Cristiano Ronaldo or don't target Lionel Messi, because everybody knows who those soccer players are. Target the soccer player that not everybody knows, right? So you want to go ahead and target, Del Piero. Those are players that real soccer players know. You probably don't know who that is, but a real soccer player will know who that is, because we're soccer fanatics, right? That's how we work. That's how it is. We know all of the players and pretty much all of the teams that you want to go ahead and know. So you want to make sure you're targeting the real people, right? Don't just target Tiger Woods if you're selling golf. Target another golfer that only golfers know. Like that, you will get the right audience every single time. And then from there, you can go ahead and create lookalike audiences, a lot of good stuff like retargeting campaigns. That's for another video just in general. Now, guys, those are the 3 main things that you want to make sure you have. These are your core values when it comes to an advertisement on Facebook, right? We want to make sure we have the right product, we want to have the right creative and the right copy, and we want to sell it to the right audience. Now, if for some reason this is still not working, now we look at the smaller things like the placements. Maybe this ad works better on Instagram than it does on Facebook. Maybe it works better on YouTube than it does on Facebook, right? There's a whole bunch of different things that you can look at, but you have to test these things. You're never going to know right off the bat unless you test them, right? These 3 things, you have to get them from the beginning. You have to have the right product, you have to have the right creative, and you have to be showing it to the right audience. The other stuff, you have to test it out, like the placements. Now, for example, let's say it's not the placement, you have the right placement, but it's still not working. Maybe there's no congruency between the ad and the landing page, and a lot of people are falling out. You're getting a whole bunch of clicks on your ad, but the landing page or the order page is not congruent to the ad. Maybe you're selling pens in the ad, and then the landing page is talking about notebooks. So, like, there's not a congruency right here in your selling. So you have to make sure that whatever you talk about in your ad, you also are talking about that in the landing page. It's super, super important to have congruency between the ad and the landing page. And lastly, if it's still not selling, if you have the right clicks, if you have the right congruency between the ad and the landing page, maybe your order page, it's wrong. Maybe there's something wrong with it. You have to check out your order page, and you have to make sure that the order page is congruent to the landing page, because at this point we're talking about people's cards, people's card number, people's address and stuff like that. So it's very sensitive information, and if there's something wrong between the landing page and the order page, there's going to be a lot of people falling off from that. But those are the smaller things that you have to look for when you create an online store. Now, guys, if you found this video helpful, I know you guys did. Remember, there's 3 things that you have to make sure that your ad has before you even run it. You have to make sure you have the right product, that you have a good product just in general that people want, and you do that by doing research before you actually launch. Number 2 is have the right creative and the right copy. And number 3 is having the right audience. Sorry for flicking you off. Number 3 is having the right audience, so you can go ahead and target. Because once you have the right product, the right creative, and the right audience, your ads are always going to win. So, guys, my name is Jonathan. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys later.